Hello everyone, welcome back to Cooking with TK. Today you guys, I'm going to show you how I prepared this delicious squash casserole. Okay, the ingredients, everyone, I have them laid out here on my counter that I'm using to make my squash casserole. I'm going to use some chicken flavored stove top stuffing, just one pack in this box, okay? Next, we are going to use about 5 tablespoons of butter, just about a half a stick to a whole stick. I'm going to use some crackers. I'm going to squash these crackers up. That's going to equal to about a cup and a half of crackers. Also, we are going to use some sour cream. Sorry, my can opener fell. We are going to use some cream of mushroom. If you don't have cream of mushroom, you can use cream of chicken or cream of celery. It still adds delicious flavor to it. We're going to use some black pepper, some complete seasoning, an onion. I have my squash here. We're going to use some cheese as well. I have some Fiesta cheese blend, but you can use whatever cheese you like that suits your needs and your flavor. You're going to need a mixing bowl. You will also need a knife for cutting your onions and your squash, and you will need a baking dish. Okay, everyone? So let's go ahead and let's get started into making our squash casserole. The first thing I'm going to do is cut me up about a cup roughly chopped onions. I'm not going to chop them into any perfect shape or direction. Just make sure that they are roughly chopped, okay? Because the onions do cook down, but these are very needed for a squash casserole, and they add extremely delicious flavor. If you like more onions, just go ahead and add you a cup and a half of onions. If you don't like onions, then that is something that you can omit, but I wouldn't recommend you omitting your onions. And as you can see here, I'm trying to show you that these are the sizes of the onions that I did cut, okay? Now, after we cut our onions, next we're going to cut our squash. Cut the ends of your squash off. Make sure you have pre-washed your squash, okay? Go ahead and rinse the outside of that squash off. You are not to pull the hull off the squash because you need the outside. When you cut your squash, make sure you cut them about a half an inch thick. Make sure that they are even because we are going to pre-cook the squash, but we're not going to cook them enough to where they wither and they're too squishy and yucky. But they're going to be flavorful, and it shouldn't take you long to cut them. And I am using a serrated knife because it cuts, it makes the cutting easier when you're cutting your squash and when you are cutting your onions, okay? Okay, everyone, so now we are going to saute our onions and cook our squash. I'm using this EVOO, the extra virgin olive oil, you guys, and I put a shallow amount just to saute these onions up. Remember, it only takes 4 minutes to saute these onions just to release the aroma. We are not trying to cook these onions thoroughly. We're trying to get them to the point to where we can have that good fragrance once we add them into our casserole. Because remember, once it's in the oven, it's still going to cook a little more, okay? So don't burn them, turn them brown, okay? Just have them translucent, not even to a caramelized state. We don't want them, because when they get caramelized, they become sweet. So after you cook your onions, go ahead, and I'm placing mine in the bowl that I'm going to mix my ingredients in. You're going to set those to the side, and we are going to use this same pan that we cooked our onions in. We're not going to add any more oil. We're not going to take the oil out and clean it. We're going to go ahead and add our squash in, and we are going to cook this squash in this oil. Now, it's going to take a little bit longer for the squash to cook. You can tell that the squash is cooked because it will become where you can just stick a fork through it. But you don't want it to be squishy. You don't want a squishy type, a mushy type of squash. That's why I'm cooking mine in the skillet like so. Now, some people like to cook theirs with water. They won't use any oil. They'll just have them some water in there, and they will just cook their squash in the water. But they do not allow it to become squishy and mushy. That's the thing that you're looking for. You don't want squishy and mushy. Now, if you want to season your squash while you're cooking it, you can. Here in my mixing bowl, I have placed that 1 bag of stovetop stuffing. And remember, I set those onions to the side in the mixing bowl, the translucent lucent onions. And we are going to go ahead and start putting all of our ingredients in there. I am adding the whole can of cream of mushroom to my mixture. And that's about 18 ounce or bigger, I think like 20 ounce of can of cream of mushroom. Next, after we add our cream of mushroom, we are going to go in and we are going to get ready to add in that sour cream. Okay, so now when it comes to the sour cream, I used about 3 or 4 dollops of that sour cream. So just take you about 3 or 4 big spoons of sour cream and add that in. Now, after you add your sour cream in, we're going to go in and add in about 1.5 tablespoons of black pepper. Remember, this is a casserole dish, so it's big. So that's why I'm adding in 1 tablespoon of black pepper. And also, you go in and you add the complete seasoning. You can just add in about 1 tablespoon of that as well. Remember, season to your liking. If you want to jazz it up with some Creole seasoning, you can. Also, we're going to go in and you're going to add in about 2 cups of cheese, 2.5 cups of cheese. And you're going to blend it in really well. Remember, this casserole has to have the cheese for the cheesy casserole. This cheesy squash casserole is going to be so delicious. I love me some squash casserole. When I tell you all these flavors blend in together, it tastes better than macaroni and cheese, and your kids will eat it. It is very, very delicious. The crumbs, the bread crumbs from the stovetop stuffing add a delicious texture as well. So now make sure that you spray the bottom of your pan, grease it up, and go ahead and add in your squash to the bottom of the pan. Now you see that good caramelization that we got on the squash? Yes, that is flavor on flavor on flavor, everyone. So you're going to add the squash to the bottom of your pan, covering the bottom of your pan. And next we're going to add in the mixture that we mixed in the bowl with the stovetop stuffing, the cheese, the sour cream, black pepper, salt, cream of mushroom mixture, which I use complete seasoning. If you guys want to use other seasoning, you know, complete seasoning has garlic powder, onion powder, and everything in it. You can just add those all-purpose seasoning in to the side. And we're going to layer this just like you do a lasagna. Now you see that I'm topping it with the cheese. You guys can go in after the cheese, and we're going to add another layer of the squash. And we're going to do this. It's going to end up being about 2 layers because I only use 3 squash. If you want to make a larger pan, then you probably would need to make double that. Make about 4, I'd say 5 to 6 cut up squash. They were not extremely big. They were like a medium-sized squash. But as you can see, it's fitting into the baking dish that I am using. I'm just showing you guys the way that I like to make a delicious squash casserole. If you guys would like to make it a different way, you can. But I would suggest that you try the way that I am cooking it. Sometimes I go ahead and I do add me some ham and some bacon. That makes the squash casserole taste even better. Now we're going to go in and we're going to top it with some cheese. This is going to be the ending for the squash casserole. To our cheesy casserole. A lot of people like macaroni and cheese. Like I stated before, you're going to enjoy it. You're going to love it. It's very tasteful. And especially if you're trying to get your kids to eat some veggies. Now that we are finished topping it with the cheese, we're going to go ahead and make our cracker and butter topping. This is for the topping. So melt the butter that you saw that I had at the beginning. And we're just going to mix those crackers in. And then we're going to start placing it on the top of our squash casserole. And we're going to cover the top with the breadcrumbs. Ooh, y'all. That butter and those crackers when it's baked, it's going to be beautiful. And here I'm topping it with some parsley, and that is fresh parsley. It's not dried parsley. I suggest if you have fresh parsley, use it. If you don't, go ahead and use your dried parsley. Now I'm going to cover this with some aluminum foil because I don't want the crackers to burn too fast before the casserole is done. And I'm going to get ready to go ahead and place this in my oven. I preheated my oven to 400 degrees. And now I'm going to place this in the oven and I'm going to cook it for 45 minutes. For the last 15 minutes, I cooked it uncovered. And voila, after 45 minutes, we have a beautiful squash casserole, you guys. Isn't that just beautiful? Yes, yes, yes. We're giving them life, baby. Everyone will want to taste your squash casserole once they see what it looks like. So let's go ahead, everyone. I'm going to cut into the squash casserole. I didn't know which side to dig in first. So you see me like, I didn't know. It didn't matter to me. I was just trying to do something to make it look good for my video. Just got to be honest with you guys. But I just went ahead and dug in the corner that was closest to me. Ooh, it's so hot. I didn't even give it time to cool off, but I should have. But it was so delicious. I couldn't wait. I had to go ahead and plate me some up and taste it. Look at that squash, you guys. I told you I was not going to have me some squishy squash. It's perfect. The texture is perfect. It is cooked. It is well balanced, and everyone will enjoy it. Thank you for tuning in with Cooking with TK. I hope you try my squash recipe. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Stay tuned to my channel for another video.